This week's episode of the Deck Chair Numbers podcast is brought to you by FIFA Faux Fum. Be honest with you, I thought the title was catchy enough, but I'm going to have to improvise this. Have you recently killed 6,000 people building a stadium? But you're a multinational corporation giant, huh? And you want to keep the World Cup going even though it's winter time and nobody wants to watch it, and you don't like gay people, you don't like trans people, and you don't let anybody drink? FIFA Faux Fum. Do you get it? FIFA Faux Fum.
I got it as soon as you.
It's from Giant.
It's so smart.
It's from Jack and the Beanstalk. The Giant says FIFA, but I made it about FIFA.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, fucking. You're all the way welcome back to another episode of the Deck Chair Numbers podcast with me, Mickey Bartlett, aka Deck Chair, and him, Connor Keys, aka Yums. Just finished your first tour?
No, still going, but
still on tour. Tickets are available from his Instagram.
Only Mara felt this week, but by the time this goes out, sure.
Sure, fucking was sold out anyway.
Everything else is sold out. No, I'm lying. Fucking Derry's not. Derry, what's going on?
We were playing Derry.
Brickworks.
Brickworks. Right.
Yeah, so Thursday the 7th of
Thursday 7th.
No, 8th. I don't know. It's a Thursday night.
It's
Look at
Thursday.
the poster.
Is it the first Thursday in December?
Yes. No, it couldn't be. I don't know.
Friday's the second, third, fourth. It's the 8th.
It's the 8th.
It's the 8th.
It's the 8th of December.
Yes. Connor Keys, 8th of December.
Yes.
Brickwork, Derry.
Yes.
My Waterfront. Here's the situation.
Waterfront's causing a bit of a
essentially sold out.
Yes.
There's single tickets left. So my advice to you, people at home, those of you listening who want to go to the show with your partner if you don't really like them.
Yes.
They can sit somewhere else. Mm-hmm. You can laugh at all the dirty things.
Yeah.
I don't know why people want to sit beside their beloved anyway during a comedy show, because at some point they're going to look around and go, you do that, and then it's going to cause an argument.
Yes.
Be separate.
Be separate.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or pretend you're in a wheelchair, because there's a lot of them seats available.
How do you pretend to be in a...
Well, if you don't have a wheelchair, you go, I'm cured.
That's the cancel culture bomb ticking there.
That can't be... you can't get cancelled for saying pretend to be in a wheelchair or something.
Well, if you actually pretend to be, you probably
I didn't say pretend to need a wheelchair. I said pretend to be in one. So you just mime yourself across. And if they go, you're not in a wheelchair, you go, I identify as and that again isn't pretend to be disabled. That's identifying as being disabled. And that's really just throwing the modern world on its face. Do you know what I mean? You can be one of those people. I can identify as anything. I mean, next should be Maya and your dog. Just pretend to be one of them cunts. Just so I get about a tenner off you. By the time everybody takes their cut, don't tell the tax man. And come to my show.
Excellent. It is an awkward scenario to be in. It is single seats because let's be honest, you don't normally go to a thing to get by yourself.
I do.
But I think this is the way to do it.
I personally think it's 100%.
And then you can catch up afterwards and go, do you remember that bit? You do
take
that.
Notes. Exactly.
You do that.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You fucking live together. You've plenty of time to talk to each other.
Time.
Do you know what I mean?
That's it.
If anything on a night out, you want rid of your partner.
Yes.
And what better?
Good thing is you don't have to be with your partner. You could be with your mate.
I don't know if you're with your mate, you want to sit beside them.
You like them.
You like your mates more. Like, you know
true.
I'm very sore that I have to tell you. I've been back at the old boxing here in Connor.
Sure, I could tell.
I've been back fucking slapping the pads. Mm-hmm. And I don't mean menstruals.
What are you eating minstrels for?
I don't know. I missed vice verses. Back when the world was black and white the way it was supposed to be. Back when things made sense, Connor. So I'm in fucking agony today. My since I've been back, got over my food poisoning, right? I've got a PT and I've got a boxing coach, right? Mm-hmm. Comedians Boxing 2023. Somebody's going to die. And it's me. I finally realised how much damage smoking's done to my lungs.
Right, okay. Just now?
Yeah, just like recently.
Yeah, okay.
Because after sort of
But I've seen you at the gym for many years.
Yeah, the difference is though somebody else is making you do it at a different speed.
Making you actually do workouts? Yeah. Okay,
so
right.
what's happened to me now is after about 5 minutes of boxing, my lungs sound like an orange march in the distance. It's just do you know what I mean? After 10 minutes, my lungs sound like the planet that landed on an alien. It's fucking bad.
It's scary.
Now,
Yeah.
didn't boke this time.
Right. Oh, that's progress.
That's a progress. But I did completely tap out during the circuit at the end of it. So I was like, there's no way.
And do you not get like an official? Do you not get? Obviously, you get a few official skipping rounds.
So
Because, you box.
But
you skip like a boxer.
So this is the thing, right? First time I went boxing training, I says to my coach, I says, Coach, let me tell you something. See when it comes to skipping, I'm fucking lethal, right? He's like, grand, so we put a skipping rope down when we're doing circuits. Now this is after 5 3-minute rounds of hitting pads, right? And a 5-minute warm-up that I did today in 4 minutes. Yeah. Sounds like I did it wild quick. Nah, just couldn't get to 5.
I was going to say, you can't turn a 5-minute warm-up into a 4-minute warm-up.
There's
because it's a 4-minute warm-up.
There's something about like jumping jacks and like fucking lunges and stuff where I go, I look ridiculous doing this.
I'm actually getting tired just
hearing you talking
about it. Like,
so did a load of slapping pads and then do a wee circuit at the end, right? So you do box steps, stop a little big box, right? Then you do, there's like cables in the roof and you hold it, you have to have, like, I don't know what they're called. And then battle ropes, And
do you have to do that noise now?
It's to stop you, it's to stop the coach hearing you fart.
Right, okay.
That's what I figured.
Okay.
And then skipping, right? So by that point, my legs are fucked, my arms are fucked, my asshole's in 4 different sections, my lungs sound like a fucking level 3 gale. And now, having said that, I could still skip. Wait, do you know, Alan, this is, I'm not
I'm not being facetious, you're a very, very good
what's very, very
skipper.
strange, right? Now, I do believe there's something in just like the muscle memory of it, right?
Right, okay.
So doing the box steps, I'm like, this is fucking killing me. Hitting pads, I was like, I'm going to be sick. Battle ropes, I've never used them. And I'm like, this is fucking horrible. And I was fucked. And then when it was skipping, I was like, I can do that.
Right, okay, yeah.
And then the next thing was just punching a punch bag for a minute. Like, just not hitting it hard, just like, ooze. And I'm like, Stevie, I'm out, like. Then it was swinging kettlebells, like, I can do that, no problem. Then the next thing was like, right, just fucking ab roller, do that, no sweat. And then it was get a medicine ball and just fucking do them twist things. And I'm like, I'm going home. That's enough.
So you just drop them on your stomach?
No, I haven't got that far yet, no.
Oh,
There's two things that
hate that.
I think I'm looking forward to, having a ball dropped on my stomach as opposed to my chin.
Hey!
And I can't wait to do it, like, be at it long enough that I'm allowed to go G-Ga-Gackkkk when I'm punching. You know what I mean?
I am so surprised you already aren't there.
I feel like you have to earn that noise.
Oh, right, okay.
Now, don't get me wrong, I do a good oos.
Right.
Oos. Right? I mean, sometimes I give it a... But
have you ever done the silent?
No, I can't. Because I think if I try to not make noise, it goes... Like, do you ever try and eat a Yorkie on a roller coaster? Same sound. And I was full of confidence about comedians boxing.
Right.
And now that I've tried boxing, I'm going, this is a fucking stupid idea.
Yeah.
Should we? I think I could just give money to a charity.
Should we do bingo or something?
No, we're joking. Someone's going to die.
Well, this is, I'm
every bit of my hurts.
You're so advanced in your preparation, or is this because you know Christmas is going to fuck you up? And
it's to be honest, it's more because Australia was just so booze heavy.
Right.
So I've got a PT room in the gym 4 times a day, and then boxing once a week.
4 times a day?
Or sorry, yeah. Yep. Jim's not happy about it.
He'll be grand.
Or should kill him. He's like, I wish you just punch me instead. I said, not allowed to. Because these things are registered as lethal weapons now. I mean, because they're blind you if I do that. But
take your balls off my chin.
4 times a week. So, and I had, when did we record the podcast last week? Tuesday, was it?
I think so, yeah.
So I had leg day.
Okay.
On Wednesday.
All right.
Right. Now, you know all about my wee noodles.
Yes.
Right? My wee polio legs.
Yeah.
Couldn't walk there for 4 to 5 days. Just from doing the most rudimentary of leg exercises. Like, and my PT, fair play to him, is like, there's something about, and they're trying to make sure your mental attitude doesn't dip. So people tell you you're doing great. Right?
Oh, right, okay.
So I walked over, I seen my PT in the gym, training somebody else. Training with another PT. And I hobbled over. They were like, man, my fucking legs are killing me. And the other PT was like, oh, you got him doing a leg day? And my trainer went, oh, I'm monster one. And I was like, don't patronize me, right? I know that's not a monster leg day. Like, that was simply using my legs.
Yes.
I'm
laughing, but I mean, like I say, I'm exhausted now.
I went and bought bathroom skills today to see.
Oh, you did not. Don't
see
pay
what the crack was.
Did you?
I will say this now officially, right? Go back from Australia, weighed myself. I think I told you this already. Weighed myself the day I got back. I'd put all the weight back on that I'd lost during the summer. Got food poison. Weighed myself 3 days later, half a stone off.
Job done.
In a day, boy. I'm just shitting.
Just one wrap.
Just absolutely one fucking, not even a full wrap. I did most of it, in fairness. I knew rightly, like. Wasn't even hungry. Never again.
So listen, when does training camp finish? When's that?
My camp never finishes.
Or
I train all year round.
Up until,
yeah.
Right, okay.
Float like a butterfly, shit like Michael J. Fox. That's what I say. That's me. Float like a butterfly, sting like a heating bill. I actually got stung by a bee last week.
Did you?
£14 for a jar of honey, man.
I believe I walked into that one. And in my head, I was going, where did I get a bee at this time?
A wasp came into my house the other day.
Fuck up.
Swear to, well, Jehovah's Witness, but you know fuck, I'm not even making this up. I forgot to tell you this. So, before I went to Australia, right?
Right.
Came home, you've been to the Bart Cave,
yes.
right? The penthouse, the top floor,
absolutely,
of the Chrysler building of Lurgan,
yes,
right. So
overlooking the peasants,
overlooking. Oh, why? Well, I don't know if they're pigeons.
Pigeons, sorry.
But
no pheasants. Was it? I don't
know. So like most apartment buildings, right? You need a wee fob to open the main door, right? And then you have a key to get into the actual domicile area.
Yeah.
Right.
And then Clive, who works behind the reception desk,
Clive works on the side. He's like, "Hey, Mr. Bala, how you doing today, sir? Thank you, sir. Good to see you." Ha ha. Why? He's from Port Island, so he talks. He actually, the truth about Clive is, it's actually very sad. He had his voice box removed.
Oh, right.
Due to the old canker, and had it replaced with a sat-nav from 2004.
Right.
Yeah. So when you walk into the building, he's like, "Turn left, please, sir." I'm like, "I know where I'm going, Clive." "At the roundabout. Go straight, motherfucker." And Clive, "There's no roundabout in here, mate. There's no roundabout in here, mate. Just go easy, like. Traffic lights ahead." Mate, you're right. Clive, don't worry about it. I say all the time. Poor fucker. Anyway.
But anyway.
So we'll get to my flat.
Have you bought him a Christmas present yet?
Sorry?
Have you got his present yet?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I'm getting him a new voice box. Can't wait.
So he can sound like he's from Lurgan.
You know, it's a Southern Belle. Really looking forward to it. It's not a sat-nav one, though. It's just generic.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah, I do declare, Monsieur Ballet. It's going to be great. I think it's going to suit him. Damn. Right. But, so I got home, right? Get back to my flat, and there's a wee envelope at the front door. Okay. Now, first of all, I think straight away, fucking TV license, man.
Oh, of course.
Right? Don't need one because I don't have a TV. That's the rules.
That's TV man knocking there.
Yeah, exactly. It's not connected. I have a monitor.
Right.
Fucking Jehovah's Witness. Right. Now, I don't know. Either a Jehovah's Witness has broke into my block of flats,
right,
and has left letters to everybody.
Okay.
Or one of my neighbours is a Jehovah's Witness, and I don't know which one's more terrifying.
It's got to be the neighbour.
As
more terrifying.
I've been listening for Jehovah type stuff.
Right.
Can't fucking.
You see, I don't really know if I've ever. Have they physically witnessed Jehovah, or have they just? I don't really know who Jehovah is.
See,
is that God?
I've heard the actual truth of it is that they did see Jehovah whack somebody,
right?
And the full name is actually the Jehovah's Witness Protection Program. You know Henry Hill from Goodfellas? Well, it's Henry Mound from where the sermon happened.
Right. Okay.
And
Henry Mount.
So yeah, so not allowed to talk about it.
Right. Excellent.
That's why they didn't leave a name or a flat number, because if I'd have fucking found them, I'd have went atheist witness on them, like knock the door. "Can I come in and tell you how you're wrong?" I've got a book on science here if you'd like to read it.
I've always wanted them to come knocking on our door, and just as soon as they come and go, have you ever met Ruby? And then just leave Ruby there, because I just think they'd be great childminders. I just go and do things and let Ruby talk.
But then what if they're fucking telling the truth, and then 5 minutes later Ruby's like, "Da, listen." Do you know what I mean? What if
Ruby ever turned around to me and went, "Da, listen," I'd fucking ride the two of them. You know what I mean? If they could bring that level of miracle.
Sorry, the two of them is in the Jehovah's Witnesses?
Yes.
Just double checking.
Oh,
I didn't,
all right, okay.
I didn't realize they were arriving in pairs. I thought it was one Jehovah's Witness.
They're always in pairs.
You're telling me two of them fuckers left a letter at my door?
Always. They can't go. I think it's a security thing. They can't go by themselves. So if you see them, and I always wonder what's in the rucksacks. Now, I know they're probably leaflets, but in my head, it could be dildos and Haribo. You know what I mean? I don't know what's in there. But there's always
dildos and Haribo, great name for like a rap.
That would be great, actually, yeah.
Do they have rucksacks? I've never seen the Jehovah's Witness, to be completely honest.
So they're always white shirts.
I've seen Mormons.
White shirts, black jackets, and a rucksack. And they're always very they just stand out because they look well groomed. And they're always get the flavor.
That's usually the Catholics that are well groomed, isn't it?
I know, yeah.
Paedophile priest joke. Anybody?
But yes, back to the two of them. So there's always
that's interesting.
If they came with that level of miracle working, yes, I would buck it too.
Because I've never in my life.
Not that they would maybe want it. Like I'm not saying they would, but that would be the level of appreciation I would show. Like,
are Jehovah's Witnesses allowed to say Jehovah, or is that something I've just seen?
I don't know
from Monty Python.
Yeah, that's what I don't know if.
He's not Jehovah. He's a very naughty boy. Door slammed.
Is it Jehovah? Is it the same way as Yahweh was also used to be the name for God?
Whose way?
Yah's way.
Oh, why?
The only way's up.
Yes. Oh, no, I know what you mean. No, because Jehovah's Witnesses are Christians, right?
Yes.
They're a type of Christian.
Okay.
Are they? That's what I'm saying. I don't know. Like I've never fucking seen them.
Welcome to RE class with Dexter and Young.
Welcome to We Weren't in that day. No idea. Because I've seen Mormons, right? Because they've got the wee name. Fucking. What's the title they give themselves for Mormons? It's not brother.
Weirdos?
No, it's No, Joseph, don't fuck a baby. I'm trying to remember from the Book of Mormon. That's from the Book of Mormon. I'm trying to remember what the elders. So it's like elder fucking
the church elders,
whatever. And I've seen them in time, and because I've seen the Book of Mormon, and
of course you have.
Part of me is like, I wouldn't mind talking to them. They seem all right.
I've always wanted to have the conversation with Jehovah's Witnesses as well, just to have a philosophical conversation.
Joe Rogan has a great bit about. Do you remember when Charlie Hebdo happened? There was somewhere in Texas they had a Draw Muhammad competition, and a bunch of like Islamic extremists turn up, and there was a shootout, and Joe Rogan has a bit where he's like, how do you not smell a trap? Where there's a Draw Muhammad contest in Texas where everybody's armed to the fucking teeth. And he has a great thing where he goes, when the Book of Mormon was released, the Church of Mormon took out a full page ad beside the Book of Mormon ad, going, if you want to learn more about the Book of Mormon, come down and see us.
Right.
So I don't know, but the Jehovah's Witness, the only story I've even heard, I remember a mate of mine, his dad, there was one that was really, really stormy.
Right.
And Jehovah's Witness turned up to the house, and I mean fucking rain blowing in 4 different directions, thunder, lightning, eagles, right, the full shebang. And
I can't.
They were like, do you want to hear about Jehovah? And he was all, nah, I'm watching fucking Blind Date or whatever. Because it was pissing down, he was like, listen, come on in, get out of the rain, or even stand in the hall or whatever, get until you get picked up. And this isn't a joke. And the Jehovah's Witnesses were like, we're not allowed to come into the homes of the unclean. And my mate's dad just went, well, fuck you, and just closed the door in their face. Because he took it thick, they called him unclean. He was rotten too.
Yeah,
Saturday was bath night, but it was only after Blind Date.
I remember who got caught. I think it was my ma got caught by them at the door one time.
I've heard of people that can put their foot in the door and all. Like,
they I suppose that's part of their training is, how do you engage and keep them,
Aye.
But I remember my ma having a real nightmare trying to get away from them. Like, it was a real fucking... It wasn't foot in the door job, but it was like they're really guilting you. And I think they're obviously playing on Christianity in that sense, and the fucking God and Jesus and all that sort of stuff. But so I don't know if they believe in Christ, or is it because is there something about Mormon where they have a weird thing about like
they reckon that what do you call the fucking guy?
Fucking not Abraham, but there's some, what's his name? I know the boy.
Was it like in the 20s, or it was? Oh my fucking God!
Somebody will put a thing underneath the comments and say.
No, I'm trying to go through the musical again to remember if I can remember one of the songs.
That's Mickey's education comes from musicals.
He's the doctor, he has AIDS. No, it's not that one. He's my daughter, she has AIDS. No, it's not that one. That is one of the songs. Though.
I have never seen it.
He's the teacher, she has AIDS. It's not that one. What's his fucking name?
Is John? Is it something? John? No, John.
Oh, it's something Smith.
Yeah, it's not John Smith.
It's not John Smith.
No, it's not John Smith. Everybody sitting listening to this now is shouting orange. So I'm just going to take my fucking phone.
Why didn't we both could have done that?
We could have done that.
We're absolutely living in the modern age where like
fuck
and you 5G in fitna.
Well,
because they have fucking vaccines. But Andrew Smith.
Joseph
Smith. Fuck.
Latter-day Saint movement started by Joseph Smith in upstate New York in the 1820s, not the 1920s.
Sorry, well, if you didn't even know his fucking name, how am I all of a sudden the expert in Mormon because I've seen one musical?
Well, you're right about the 20s. It's just you're living in a different century, man.
I'm sure. Fucking hell. That's 200 years ago. That's what I mean. 200 years, that's legit. But he found like a golden book, apparently, right. And then it was like, it feels very spoofy. And then I've seen a few documentaries about
it. Sort of feels very spoofy.
Like he was like, oh, here, I found a book. Jesus gave me it. And like he basically did what Moses did, but in the 1820s.
I was just going to say, are they not all spoofy?
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
All right, that's not fucking tired about the same brush. Some of them were normal. Do you know what I mean? The Jews know everything. Fuck you, can you? And just saying, what the fuck was I going to say there? So I've seen documentaries about like different sort of Mormon. Don't know if it's necessarily Mormon churches, but I suppose it'll be different churches where because they can have multiple wives, can't they? And there's a lot of like
no idea
marrying young girls off to like high up elders. So he's constantly got 13, 14 wives, and they pick the hottest ones. So all this shit about it being like, oh, this is what Jesus wants, or whoever, Mormon. But that's all I know.
Thanks, Mike. That was fantastic.
Very welcome. Book of Mormon, if you ever get a chance to see it, fascinating. Not really fascinating because obviously it doesn't tell any of the true history. It just makes fun of stuff. That's why I was going, no, Joseph, don't fuck a baby, which is a line in the musical. Even if you just listened to it on Spotify, available now.
Maggie, why do you keep promoting musicals in this fucking thing?
Don't you fucking dare tell me you don't think musicals are class when you're in a fucking Commitments tribute band.
That's not a musical.
It's not far off, like.
That's a fucking...
It's
a soul band playing soul music. We don't do any acting or fucking...
I think you'll find there was acting in the movie.
We don't recreate the movie.
Well, you're still tributing the... You know what I mean?
You're a wild man for musicals, but...
Man, there's no joy in the world like it. There isn't. There isn't. I mean, yes, the acting's terrible. But the Book of Mormon, I am telling you right now, I will fucking buy you a ticket. Right, that's what I'm getting for Christmas. I'm going to get you a ticket.
Please do not ever get me a ticket for a musical.
I'm telling you now, Connor Keys, if you went to the Book of Mormon and didn't laugh your balls off the whole way through it and come out thinking that's the best thing I've ever seen, you don't deserve to be in the arts. There, I said it. And I mean comedy and singing. That's it.
Oh, fuck.
You're out.
All right. Just out. The club
out.
completely.
Yeah. Have the hand on your equity card.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's like John Wick. Have to perform an impossible task. Sit through the Book of Mormon. Don't laugh. That's an impossible task. I put blood in a wee pocket watch and all. Be all right. That's it. If I ever see you fucking gigging again, then you'll do an open mic sometime. People will be all, you back working, Connor? You'll be, I guess you could say I'm back.
Do the Al Porter and sneak back in. Just
here. Yeah. That's what got him in trouble in the first place.
Oh no! Right, so away from musicals because
sorry, was just a seamless link between musicals and religion there.
Yeah, unbelievable actually. How that
they're great.
Together.
Like the Book of Genesis, very good as well.
And
Phil Collins,
yeah, because you can't dance,
huh? He could, over water.
He can't.
Jesus could.
He's been talking to Jesus.
Moonwalked across a pool.
He was talking to Jesus.
Yeah, exactly. He knows him.
All his life.
He knows Jesus.
Yeah.
He's been telling him everything's going to be all right.
Yeah. But he can't dance.
Yeah.
He can't sing. The only thing about him is the way that he walks.
Tarzan. That's all I can think of. I can't think of any more Phil Collins songs because I'm only 35. Am I joking? I'll
in the air tonight.
Studio. Oh, suck my dick. Yeah. Judo. As in the Japanese martial art. That wasn't an anti-Semitic joke at all. Arigato. that was merely about the art of the fist foot way, the art of grappling without grappling. Do you know what I mean?
Do you do much judo? Do you?
No, man. I'm more of a stand-up guy, both in comedy and in war. I prefer throwing digs than I do throwing men.
Oh,
you know.
Do you really?
The only thing I'm putting over my shoulders, a backpack. No,
the mic.
The back scratcher? The odd tile. Oh.
That's
Do you know
it.
what I mean? That's enough bullshit talk today. I'm very, very tired.
Were you were gigging this last 7 days?
Do you know what? I'm like the DOE. Never off the road. Never done. No, I'm sick. I wish somebody'd make me laugh for a change. Sick the fuck of spreading joy.
What the fuck you did that to her for?
Disgusting. Yeah, I've been flat out all week. I will say this. Mm-hmm. Oh, here, right. Even though I've just spent the last 25 minutes or so sort of bragging about how fit I'm trying to get.
Yes.
I got very, very drunk on Thursday night. Right?
Okay.
So tell you what happened.
Right.
I was doing a radio interview for BBC, right? Because for some reason, somebody thinks I should go on the BBC and promote a show that's already sold out, right?
Oh, genius. Yeah.
And then I went down the Lavery's, and I was
Right.
like, here, could I jump on, try a few new jokes here?
Right.
Went on, talked about a bit of new stuff. Lovely time.
Excellent.
Right? Got back to the Bart Cave at about 11 o'clock, and I had half a bottle of Jameson sitting.
Oh, no.
And I thought, you know what? I have the place myself. There's a wee episode of fucking Star Wars Andor. I'll have an episode of The Walking Dead I want to watch. I'm going to pour myself a wee whiskey and ginger. I'm going to smoke a wee bang. Just going to watch TV. Go and enjoy myself. Right? It was about 11 o'clock. At 1:30,
Yes.
I had a full half bottle of whiskey drunk. And I was fucking content. And I don't know how I did it. I don't know what distracted me enough that I just kept baiting whiskeys into me. But I was like, do you know, like,
Well, I knew it was a good night because
text you?
I got a yep
Oh, I was trying to FaceTime people.
at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Probably had a really, really funny idea for a bit and needed to tell somebody because I couldn't write it down. Like, I
forgot how to write.
I couldn't bite my finger. Like, it was fucking steaming.
See, I this is the thing. I cannot drink in the house by myself.
I love it.
I cannot do
I
it.
fucking love it.
I think it's because maybe I smoke so much or whatever, but I just have no interest in it. And I'll get me to a pub or like an event, I'll have a drink, but I can't drink in the
No,
house.
to me, it's like, I've nothing to do tomorrow.
Well, you see, maybe
Do you know what I mean?
Maybe that's the difference. Or
But the problem was, I did the stuff to do tomorrow. So Friday, I had to, I had to clean my fucking flat because for some reason when I get drunk by myself, I go, let's see how many shoes you can put on at once. So my flat was there's just clothes. Like I must have got naked in the living room. Do you know what I mean? I must have started like undressing myself passionately.
rewind
I'm going to
back.
take you in here for the best wank of your life, boy.
Just you sit there and do nothing, let me treat you.
Don't you worry about it. Don't you look at me like that.
Tell me this.
Call me daddy. Okay.
Shoes? Why were all the shoes
There was
out?
just shoes. I don't know. Do you know what I mean? Well, blame psoriasis. Let's just say my psoriasis flared up. Didn't know what was comfortable. I'm just very messy, right? So
Were you trying on shoes like when you were drinking?
I don't know. Connor was blocked. I don't remember saying yup to you, right? I think I tried to FaceTime my cousin in America, and he was at work, and I'm like, fucking phone in sick. He's like, I'm already in work. I was hammered drunk. Now, in fairness, I didn't drink the whole half bottle of whiskey. I'll tell you how drunk I was. When I woke up the next morning, I realised I hadn't drank half a bottle of whiskey. I drank about maybe a quarter,
Right.
and I threw the other half out because I couldn't even look at it. Then, Friday night, I was doing a gig for a friend of mine, okay? It was his wife's birthday. He says, listen, would you come down, do a wee spot at the party? I says, no problem. He says, much do you want? I says, fucking say no, mate. Call it a favour, right? So then he goes there, that's a wee gift to say thank you. And he handed me a litre bottle
Oh no.
of, it's a very specific blend, if you will,
Right.
of Jack Daniels.
Oh, right.
Right?
Okay.
Very dear bottle of whiskey. So I come home. She was there.
Oh no.
I says, here, I'm going to taste this. Because I've just Googled how much it cost. And I need to know. So I put a couple of ice cubes in a wee tumbler, poured a wee bit in, sipped it, and she wasn't looking. I poured more in. And at 2:30 in the morning, I heard myself go, just go to fucking bed then! Trying to watch Billy Connolly, fuck's sake. No, I didn't put a dent in the bottle.
Oh, I think that's going to have to be on your fucking tombstone. I'm just going to taste it.
Aye. I mean, like, it does explain a lot of my life decisions, and not just alcohol.
Go on ahead, then, mate.
Aye, everything but coleslaw. But apart from that one time.
Holy fuck.
I experimented with coleslaw in my mid-30s. So,
and the Jack Daniels, was there
it's called the Sinatra edition.
Oh, I know it. Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't drink whiskey at all, but I have somebody in our family who's obsessed with Jack Daniels. So every time I've been in America, I've been sent on the task of finding the rarest Jack Daniels I can get. And that was one of them. The green label is another one.
Green label's alright.
Yeah.
But I'll say that that Sinatra one's like, it didn't taste like Jack Daniels.
Right.
It tastes like a proper whiskey. No, yeah. It tastes like Marlon Monroe. Because Jack Daniels to me is a wee bit like,
right.
It's a bit harsh. Mm-hmm. Whereas this was very smooth, very tasty.
And what way did you take it?
Just ice.
Oh, you missed the fucking. Teed it up there and you fucking put it wide.
My way?
Yeah.
Oh, is that what you're going for?
I was trying to tee it up there, but it didn't really work.
That doesn't really. Yeah, you would need to give more of a clue.
Yeah.
If you do it my way, you don't take it my way. You do it my way.
The Sinatra edition would have done that, but obviously it wasn't any more of a build up to it.
Aye.
Can we cut that and go again now?
Do you know, it's a.
It wasn't even worth it.
It's a new day. It's.
I love watching you trying to be diplomatic about comedy.
Trying to figure out.
Yeah, no, we could.
No, I'm just trying to think. I'm trying to think of more Sinatra songs.
I'm thinking another day.
Opened it with a Mac the knife.
Not really.
No,
that's Bobby Darin.
He didn't sing that. Your man off the fucking from the 90s. Bobby Davro. See me,
Bobby Davro.
Him and old Checkers. What are we talking about? So I had. No, in fairness, I wasn't really drunk on Friday. Thursday, I was clatterfucked.
But here's my thing, right? Because I don't know. It doesn't seem to affect you, but the older I'm getting, the worse the hangovers are. So, do you see if what you're talking about there?
Because you drink fucking like you drink sugary stuff, or you be drinking pints. Right? Now, pints will give you... I get a fucking stinking hangover off pints. But for some reason, spirits with like ice in it, or I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just because you're not putting a load of sugar in with a mixer.
Are you taking all this neat?
Well, a bit of ice in it, like.
But there's no...
Yeah, there's no mixer in it.
Right, okay, right.
And like, you're groggy. Like, I was drinking last night, but you're not...
But you weren't suicidal?
Dying, like, yeah.
Yeah, and I get that. Horrors like
whiskey and ginger has been my thing that's been beating hangovers the last sort of 6 months or so. It's been my new favourite drink.
Nice. You've been on with that for a while now, alright?
Very, very good. Don't know what it is. Don't know why.
Does it kill the taste of the whiskey, the ginger? No?
It complements it.
Oh, complements.
I would say.
Alright, see, I would need something to kill it.
Yeah. See, that's why I don't.
Whiskey.
But that's. Because you don't even like the taste of gin. I like to taste the alcohol.
No, I don't like. I try and drown out the taste of alcohol.
Aye.
I just want the feeling of being drunk. I don't.
The thing is, that's only been the last couple of years now that I've started to be like, I like to taste that.
Right. Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
No, if somebody could just give me like, here's 100% alcohol, just fire it down and get it over and done with, so I don't have to waste the time.
I like the process of getting drunk.
Well, I like the process if there's good crack.
I like
sitting at the house watching fucking Walking Dead by myself. I don't see that as crack enough to be.
To be honest with you, I didn't even watch Walking Dead. I just started googling conspiracy theories. But
all the good intentions.
Aye, my favorite bit of getting drunk is the first time you go, whoo. Do you know what I mean? When the tiddly kicks in, you go,
I usually. If I'm out, it's usually a look I give myself in the toilet in the mirror. Where I go, oh fuck.
By the time I give myself the look in the mirror, it's too late. Do you know what I mean?
Oh no, it's
when I get the look in the mirror, it's like
it's the look in the mirror when I go, it's on.
Aye.
You know, at one you're going, this is happening.
See, I don't even look at anybody. I just go, it's on. I'm just not telling anybody.
You're just always on.
Yeah.
But for me, it's such a rare.
I've told you before the thing I do. I'll say I'll go, fuck, I'm steaming really early in the night. Yeah. So that when I am steaming, nobody can get annoyed.
Yeah, you do say it all the time because you're lying because it's like your second drink and you're going, I'm steaming. You're like, no, you're not.
I think
it's like a tick.
I think it's the excitement.
Yes,
do you know what I mean?
I have that thing.
I'm very like
where I can get drunk very quickly if I'm really I've been looking forward to something.
And also, I think a lot of my like drinking is on a whim.
Yes.
So it's not necessarily like, all right, 3 weeks from now we're all
it's not pre-planned. Like, yeah.
Mine'll be like, you drive the night? Give me a lift home.
The last time me and the brother went out, we were trying to calculate how much was consumed, and we went to McCann's on a Sunday afternoon, planned the day before, so it was no in advance. One of them just beautiful Sundays, but we think between 11 and 12 pints we had in 4 hours.
Fuck me.
Of stout. Serious going.
That is one thing I'll say. That the first time me and you drank together was in McCann's. I didn't realise how much stout you can put away and still be alright.
I can.
You can drink me under the table when it comes to pints.
Pints, I couldn't drink you with spurs now. I'll be
It's very, very impressive. Like, very impressive.
But
tell me this.
It's coming soon. There's a blowout coming soon, Mike.
Well, I don't know. Did you see that there's been a chat of a sort of a comedian's sort of staff do?
Yes.
Now, how would you feel about a 12 pubs of Christmas? Because one year I did the 12 pubs of Christmas and realised I'd done 14 pubs.
You're the only man I know who could do 2 more than expected. Most do 2 less.
When I got to the 14th, it was a bar in Derry. I won't name the bar, but if you live in Derry, you know the bar I'm talking about. At about 11:30 at night, they'll just put shutters down, pretend they're closed, and start firing ashtrays out. So I had 5 more drinks. So I had
19 pubs.
19 pubs at Christmas. 5 gold rings.
Now, where would we be talking for the destination?
I mean, you could do it in Belfast. Do you know what I mean?
Aye, for the 14.
I would start in Spoons.
Okay, yeah.
Dublin Road. No, I'd start in Pugs and work my way.
Work our way through then to the Cedar Court and end up.
Well, then you wouldn't start in Pugs at all. You start in Lavery's.
Yes.
Start in Lavery's. Empire. That's 2.
Limelight.
Down out into Cayley's, get 1 there. Oh, you'd have to hit Spoons on the way past. So you do Spoons.
So you probably want to do Spoons twice because of toilets, Mike.
Exactly.
You like the toilets.
Pugs. Then you dander in Voodoo. You do that with one in the corner of Voodoo.
Yes.
Then in the Cathedral Quarter, you can do Thirsty Goat.
The Ulster Sports Club.
Ulster Sports Club. The Pickled Dickle, or whatever them ones that are down there. The Hurt Handbag.
We forgot about Nev.
Duke of York.
Nev plays in the points as well. Forgot about the points.
Forgot about the points.
And Filthies.
Filthies. Can't go to Heart Bar.
You still barred, are you?
I was never really barred.
Oh, okay.
I was just too much fucking...
Too much crack.
Too much for them. Yeah.
Too much crack.
Absolutely. Just... Yeah. I don't play by the rules, Connor.
I know.
You know what I mean? Man tells me not to dance. I'm dancing, sir. Man tells me not to smoke. Smoking, I. But woman tells me not to make her fall in love. Well, I'll leave her alone. Because consent's important. Somebody says, don't eat that. I say, I'm only going to taste it. Somebody says, get your fucking finger out of there. I'll take it out. And if a Jehovah tells me to witness... Yeah. That's much of an alcohol I've become. I thought somebody just popped the bottle open. Was it we drinking?
For Nev with the headphones on and fucking settle him mad.
Wild thirst on it now.
But here's the problem now. You've already declared where it is, and then, now everybody's just going to fucking follow.
Come on. I would fucking love to be the Pied Piper of the 12 pubs of Christmas.
Should we organise that?
I don't need to bring a piper in. Just come with me, like.
No, I don't mean a piper, but I mean, should we organise a set of dates and do the whole thing and make it a public thing? No,
that'd be a nightmare.
No, that'd be a fucking nightmare. The cops, you'd have to let them. You'd have to fill out a fucking praise commission fucking form. Not that we're saying we're that popular. It's just that everybody want to drink beer. Not
everybody. Now that a box, people are afraid of me.
Oh, that's true. The intimidation levels went up.
See me on old Black Eye Friday, huh? Today around on there's no brow. And then I'll tell you that Sunday I was at a christening.
Right. Yes.
My little baby niece got christened.
I didn't want to do it today, but I'm going to do it now before you let you tell the christening story. Is I became an uncle this morning.
Oh, fuck! Congratulations!
Yes, we cheese had a baby.
Fucking baby Bell.
Baby Bell, yeah.
Unreal.
Dahi. We cub.
Just that's first weighing too.
First weighing.
Oh, congratulations, cheese boy.
Aye.
That's lethal now.
So sorry.
What weight was he?
7:13.
7:13 is a good weight. That's a good
weight.
weight.
That's a big weight.
That's a big weight now. It's a big weight.
Big weight now.
Oh, it's a thick boy.
Oh, she's half carried more, but you see, it's in their genes.
Well, carry no more. He's out now.
Eventually, it took about fucking 72 hours for the wee cunt to come out. It was a real long thing.
Is it a weird thing? I don't know if it's an old wives thing, but they do say that like fellas are baby boys are the hardest labours.
Is that right? Oh, I don't know.
That's what my mother always says.
Is that right? Oh,
she says, you, Michael Bartlett, she says, you, Jesus Christ, the night.
Well, my sister-in-law would agree.
Aye.
I think she was X number of centimetres dilated. And they said, I don't know why I held my hand up the gut. I don't know why.
You do it like that? That's how you do it. I've seen that in movies.
I don't know how wide that is. I don't know. And then they were like, okay, after it'll be a centimetre an hour after that. 4 hours later, they come back and she was one less.
Fuck that.
I was like, how the fuck do you go backwards?
Aye.
So yeah.
She's a lucky man.
So yeah, it was a long process.
I love being
congratulations.
A boy. Yeah, congratulations. Absolutely.
Welcome to the world, Dahi.
So I was godfather for my wee baby niece.
Oh,
nice.
I'm not going to buy you a present because I forgot.
And got caught miming in mass again.
Oh,
the first time in 20 odd years. 30 odd years.
They've changed the words.
Changed the words as fuck.
The script
now,
has changed.
They also give you a script to read off. But you know me, I like improv. I was like, get that fucking
performing arts degree.
As on Salt Border Patrol, get that shit the fuck out of here. And the Lord said, that's what he said. So, lovely.
So you have to do the whole, because if you've never been a godfather before, or if you're not involved in any of these rituals, which is basically what it is, you have to then speak on behalf of the child.
With a cat in your knee, and
everybody's kiss your ring.
They bring the baby in, and the father is like, my daughter, she went in the car with the boy, and he cut her face all up. And then I'd be like,
what is it you want me to do all this time? You call me your friend, you never visit me. You never pay me a visit on Christmas even.
and then the father goes, I want the justice. Yeah. And then I go,
that is not justice, your daughter was still alive.
Do you know what I mean?
This is scene one of a 3-hour movie, keep going.
And then the priest comes in and he goes, Don Bartleone, it is nice to be here in the day of your daughter. I'm trying to be Luca Brazzi.
Father Brazzi, yeah.
Father Brazzi. No, true story. So we're at the chapel. Immediately, me and my family are like, fuck, we're going to laugh at this. Right? We get the giggles in chapels.
Yes.
It's the devil in us.
Mm-hmm.
Comes out like a wee tittery titterson, right?
A wee tittery
titterson, right?
A wee tittery titterson.
So first thing is my nephew, who's 3, gets in, right? And he's got his wee backpack full of toys so he can keep himself busy and shit. And he's like, oh my God, we're in a castle. We're like, all right, bro, listen, technically, yes, well observed, but we're going to have a chat. All he wants to do is he's just running up and down, like all over the place. And we're all looking at each other like, who's on wee man duty here?
Yeah.
And I'm like,
I can't do it. I got a thing to do.
And
I gotta do something for the family.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. So we were the first ones there. So we're sitting there, and priest, can't remember his name, father, we'll call him.
Razzie.
Aye, father priest. Sound priest, I will say this. Fucking, and I like a sound priest.
Do like a sound
Something
priest
about me, I go, fucking, you're sound.
Aye.
So we're sitting there, all trying not to get the giggles. My brother-in-law's sister was godmother, and we're both just like, right, just don't fucking... Like, it's the point where she's 16, and she's looking at me going, don't you fucking mess about here. And like, obviously my reputation is going to cross the entire family. And there's a crowd of ones behind us that I could hear somebody going like, I tell her not to be eating that much. And sure enough, she shit. There was shit on the skirting board. There was shit on the wall. And I'm like, we're in the house of God.
Cursing in the house of God.
Cursing in the house of God. No, I says, fucking stop it, you heathen cunt, I said. And then I threw holy water at him and he...
You're going to fucking hell.
Aye. And then, so it all went swimmingly, right? All good crack. Niece didn't even cry. Right. Full blown, just fucking like, loves being a Catholic. She's all up her ass. And then,
felt like a wee shower, just.
Aye. At the end, the priest giving it the whole fucking World Cup. Thanks for playing. Thanks for playing. And he goes, you the comedian fella? And I went in, he goes, fucking like your podcast. I'm not making that up. There's a priest watches us. And we've definitely called them pedophiles loads of times.
Well, I would say we.
Yeah, you. Good to see you, Father.
Yeah.
Thanks. By the way, you've got psoriasis now.
So we all just sat up straight there when we thought we were being watched by a priest.
Shook my hand for.
But you should sit up straight.
I think he was sending me a message too because he shook my hand for ages.
Did he just scratch?
No, he didn't do the scratchy thing. But he shook my hand for ages, and either he was like, I fucking know you've been talking shit about Catholic Church, and now you're in here pretending to be a Catholic, or he felt my hands and went, he might be the newly risen Lord, and he's trying to go on my good side. You know what I mean?
Mr. fucking stigmata here.
My wee niece covered in fucking oil and water, and
Look at the mess you made on my niece.
like,
Your business is the drug business. I don't like to touch these things.
I can watch that all day because I just watched it recently. I'm like,
it's such a good movie.
Do you know did you see there's a guy who does a full one-man show of The Godfather?
Fuck off, really?
On stage, like a full, like he does every part.
Aye.
And he like stands out as
Does he sing in it?
Jumps across the fucking table and does the whole. That's fucking.
Does he sing as Frankie fucking what's his face or whatever you call him?
Everything.
If he does, that would make it a musical, which means you can't go.
Oh no! You see, Mickey, you're complete.
Where is that? We should go to that. I think we should have a cute middle class theatre date. We can dress up real nice, gloves and all.
I can wear my new suit.
You wear your new suit. I can bring my binoculars. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean? A couple of cannolis. You gonna get blacked?
That's an offer I can't refuse.
We'll go for a sit-down dinner, and I'm going to go to the toilet, and then you be panicking. I'm going to shoot you. We'll stand outside the hospital for a couple of hours.
I stick my hand in my pocket, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. I'll put an orange in my mouth and all. Do you know what I mean?
We could do that.
We can shoot fucking Mo Green in the eye.
Oh, we got to do the Mo Green style.
Or we'll just go and watch the thing. And then
a middle class date to what, a musical?
Just the theatre. We'll both wear scarves.
That's code word for a fucking musical, Mick.
I wouldn't take it as shite musical. I wouldn't be like, surprise, we're actually going to the Lion King. I would only take it either the Book of Mormon or Wicked, because Wicked was phenomenal. But the Book of Mormon is a satirical. Satirical. It's written by the guys who wrote South Park.
Yeah, I know what it is. Yeah, I'm not dissing it at all, but I'm just saying, please don't, because I just seen yesterday.
There's a bar though.
I just seen yesterday that Wicked had announced Ireland dates, and I know I don't know, but I'm just telling you now. Please do not count me into those plans.
I am fucking telling you now, Connor. You'd fucking love it. It's a satirical take on the Wizard of Oz.
That's why you have.
I'm going to keep using the word satirical until I find out, one, what it means, and two, if it works and get you. Wicked's coming to Ireland. No. I'm going to that.
That's why you have a partner. To go to
I
things
go my own. Fuck that.
Yeah, UK Ireland dates announced yesterday. I seen it just and I was like, oh fuck, would you hear this?
South, like they're going to be in Belfast, I think, or they'll just be.
I don't know. I honestly didn't check them out. We could check it out now for you because.
No, don't ruin
Don't
it.
ruin it for you. All right, okay.
And
surprise when you get home.
I don't want to start wanking on a podcast. Not again. That's yeah. I'll be all over that.
Oh,
you'll like it.
I will not.
You fucking would.
Do you know why I won't like it? Because I won't fucking see it.
You're ignorant, as you are.
No, I'm just letting you know in advance. Don't do it.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
Should be, but
like, have you ever seen the movie Mamma Mia?
No.
So it's not bad.
You mean the one with
Pierce Brosnan
and
Colin Firth,
Amanda Seyfried and all them ones? Yeah. Yeah.
It's not bad.
The one that my daughter loves.
Hi.
That one. Yeah.
That's good.
She's called Mia too, by the way.
Mia's a good taste.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's good. Have you ever seen Hairspray? Unbelievable. Seen Grease? You've seen Grease?
I've seen the Ricky Lake version of Hairspray.
Oh, the original?
Nah,
that sounds good. You need to see John Travolta in drag.
I really don't.
You do? Yeah, it's great.
Really,
have you seen Grease? That's my impression
of...
I've
seen Grease, because, yeah.
And what do you think?
Grease?
Yeah. Great. You're telling me if you're at a wedding and the Grease Mega Mix comes on, you don't be all up the fuck, here we go. Boom.
Oh, I'm over on the boys' side leading the fucking crew. Yeah.
Right, so you like musicals then? You like the effect they have in the world?
Yeah.
They're good. So we're going to see Wicked since it's open. We are. Fucking front row. I want to get you close enough to smell the face paint.
No, I'll be outside with a different type of green.
No, you'll not.
I will.
You'll not. I'll go out there and punch it clean out of your hand. Oos! I'll say. Or depending on how far away it is.
On?
G-Ga-Gackkkk.
How do you spell G-Ga-Gackkkk?
GSC. K.
Oh, the K.
It's a hard K at the end. No, it's a quick K.
Oh, it's quick K.
Quick K. You never leave anything out in the ring.
Oh, fuck.
You'd get the hand tucked clean.
You leave yourself wide open.
That's it. Like that. And then I'll tell you what I did on Sunday night after the christening. So I didn't drink. It was one of the first times I've been at a how would you say it? A Fenian ceremony without getting a wee bit pissed.
Without taking any of the communion wine?
No, I had a bit of lasagna.
Oh, Jesus.
And a couple of goujons.
Oh.
I didn't tell my fitness pal because I wasn't ready. Went down to a gig in the Bellevue Arms. Shout out to anybody who came to Bellevue Arms.
Where's the Bellevue
Sunday
Arms?
night. It's, you know, if you're going towards the zoo in Belfast, you see it on the side of the motorway. There's a bar you can see.
Oh, yes.
That bar there.
Oh, yes, I know that place, yeah.
I've said it before. I'll say it again. You shouldn't put gigs on in bars of people drinking. Now, I will say this, Connor. The audience looked very lovely, very well turned out, very, very dressed up, very clean looking. Looked like they'd all had put their good aftershaves and all on.
Right, okay, yeah.
But they also looked like they bought tickets to that thing. Went right, the show's at 9. So we'll start drinking about 12. Talk about putting fires out. At one point, there was, and this is rude now. At one point, a girl, every time you would introduce a premise, she would go, "Aye, like whenever you're like, is that a fucking thing and all?" Right?
Oh.
And I ended up going, "Would you fuck up? You look like Danny DeVito in Batman." And I felt horrible, but I also fucking meant it. At one point, one of the bar staff came over. Turns out it was Danny DeVito's brother, and stood right in front of me. So she was like sitting here. He stood right in front of me and was like, "What time do you need to come at? Do you want to go now, or do you want to wait to?" And I'm like, "Man, there's 100 people trying to see me right now, and you're fucking trying to take that thing on and fucking hang."
Can we make a public service announcement now and say comedy is the only night out that you don't need to pre-drink?
Drink. Best way to do comedy. Drink at the gig, absolutely, and then drink after the gig.
Yes.
Have your pre's post.
Yes. Your first drink.
Go home
or
and
second
talk
drink
about the
should be at
gig. Wasn't that bit good? I like that bit. Oh, he was quite offensive in that bit. You'd write him, wouldn't you? Oh, I would write him indeed. I'd sit in his jaw all day. Oh, so would I. That's nice to hear, Mommy, that you would do it too. Jesus Christ. I might be 62, but I'm still only a woman. What about you, Daddy? I'd fuck the life out of him, so would. And I'd let him fuck me too. That Mickey Bartlett fella is one of the funniest men I've ever seen. Do you want another week drink? I'll take another one now. Yes, that'd be lovely. Because there's no point drinking beforehand because you'll miss the whole thing. But I'm glad we've all got here afterwards to talk about how much of a fucking ride Mickey is. Not only is he a ride, he's also very, very funny. And politically astute, yet also emotionally aware. And I think that's a really good thing. But know what I'd love to do most of all? What would you like to do, Granda? Suck his dick. That's what I'd like to do. You get to have that kind of post-match analysis. That's the noise the Granda makes when my bulb hits his tonsils. What do you think people say about your shows after? I like the bit about Ruby.
I don't fucking care.
Oh, you're in the wrong business, my friend.
Oh, no.
Tell you what, his psoriasis is fairly cleared up, hasn't it?
I don't.
There's
the Granda again.
It's all that protein.
No, I had the worst gig I've ever had on Friday night, but it was also the best gig I've ever had.
One of them ones.
One of them ones. So it was just firefighting is the term you used there, and that's what it was the whole night, which was very strange. And
what, it's like a whack-a-mole gig?
Yeah, and it's just a weird thing. I don't think anybody was that steaming. My issue is it's not alcohol. Yeah. And so what that does is it makes some people forget where they are, as I would know myself, if you imbibe in such substances.
Do you reckon, what do you think is the best substance to be indulging in to go and watch a stand-up show? I would have thought weed would have been better than...
It's not really, because it slows down most... You know, the laughter inside your head is fucking as loud as can be.
Aye.
But your actual... head forgets to let it know laugh.
Yeah.
I would say if you're a drinker, 2 drinks is all you need.
Aye.
As long as it's not a shit night. Shit
Have a
comedians.
shit, go
but
for
sure,
it.
if you're coming to see us,
Aye.
take a couple more maybe, but
Speak for yourself. You can watch me if you're off it.
Exactly.
You could be in the
because
program.
you're never off it.
No, you could be on the program. You could get your 12-step badge because it's 13 steps of the
I
pub.
wish I had a fucking 12 steps on the fucking stage because somebody got up. So there was a boy in the front row who was on a first date. I found this all out before the gig because I was out for a fag and then they joined me because they like to smoke with me or around me. Don't know why they do it. And so I found it was a first date. And then the odd time he would sort of forget he was at the gig and just mention something to the girlfriend and then come back. That's right. And then wasn't really. I did say it on the night, and because I had talked about that I have a wee bit, not a fucking full show. You can't a wee bit about Ruby. And
I said the bit about Ruby instead of the full show.
And then I got on later on. So the good thing was I was able to say, listen, don't, because this was quite disruptive throughout the whole. And I said, listen, calm down. As I told you, I know how to deal with special needs. And so, and I did this whole thing. I said, do you want to go home? And I started doing a Macathon with it. Right? So then he got...
That's very good.
No taxi. So then I...
that's not a taxi, that's Uncle Mick.
So then what I said to him was, and then he started to get all of it embarrassed, his head started going down a bit, and I said, look up here at the stage. And he took that as me saying, walk up here to the stage.
Oh, fuck, right, okay.
So then I didn't know that he had misheard it, so he just got up off his seat and started walking towards me, and I thought, oh, fuck, I'm going to get Will Smith here.
Aye.
I was like, what is going on? And he just wanted to give me a hug. I was like, what, fair play to you. But this is so weird.
I've never had anybody, have I? I'm trying to think. I've definitely had somebody approach the stage. Now, fair enough, it was at a speed that seemed aggressive. And you find yourself going, what am I going to hit him with?
He was right at the front. Thankfully, he wasn't that fast.
Aye.
But as I got up, I was like, what the fuck is happening here? I thought he was going to the toilet.
Aye.
But then he kept coming towards me, and I was like, oh, shit, what is going on?
I often think, like, right, could you nunchuck a microphone? How heavy is the bass in that stand? How high is the stage?
Good thing is I bring...
you just boot him back down it?
Good thing is I bring my own mic stand with it, and it is a heavy fucking bass, so I'm ready for
your own mic stand too?
Eh?
That's showbiz.
Oh, yeah. You know, you're just... you go there.
There was a mic stand at that gig in the Bellevue the other night that was so thin, I'm pretty sure it was used to abort a fetus. It was just a wiry...
Oh, my God.
Bendy.
What a fucking cunt.
Covered in placenta. Murray Stopes mic. Like it was so bad. I was like having to fix the mic stand as I was doing stand up.
Oh,
so you had to pull it back up, find out where you tighten it from. Then the wee clip where you put the mic in came off of my hand at one point. So I had to try and subtly screw that back on while I'm still talking to people.
Like a decent mic stand's about 40 quid. Nothing seriously.
And there's nothing. I was going to say there's nothing worse than a shit mic stand at a comedy show, but
well, there is, but
a shit mic stand can really fucking ruin a night.
It really can, like,
absolutely.
Because it can fuck up. It can really mess up people's rhythm and routine because they are starting to get out there and then they realize, oh fuck, I don't know how to deal with this, and so then they're trying to figure out the mechanics of the mic whilst trying to deliver material. Kevin McAleer was the best I'd ever seen with that whole scenario. I think I told you this before, but he came to Dailies to do a bit, and I forgot to say to him, it's a pump action mic, so you clamp it in to up and down. So
what show again?
It's just like
gotcha.
when you're milking a cow. So
just
right there.
Right. Gotcha. Would you ever like just sort of clean the end of the top of the mic when you're doing
you would do that there in the end.
Oh no, but the other end? Would you ever sort of like
you blowing it the other end?
So just show me the whole thing all together.
So all right, well, last time Macathon, so here we go. So he got on stage, and as soon as he went on, he went to adjust the mic to his height and couldn't figure it out, and spent 5 minutes without saying a word, just touching it the odd time, then looking at the audience, and then he touched it, and he had them in fucking stitches for 5 minutes, and then went, oh and just started. But it was the only way, only he could do it. Only one to get away with. But yeah, it can really be fucking really distracting. But nothing as distracting as what happened to me then. As I say, Friday night, the guy at the front was just one. There was fires all over the place. Fucking arsonists were fucking let loose that night. And then the most fucking Northern Ireland thing can happen is the barman smashed the glass behind the bar while I was just about to give a fucking punchline, and then the yell from every single whore in the place was just interrupted everything. And it was just towards the end of the set, and I thought, I gotta get off this fucking stage quick enough. And I go down to the back, and the first one I was like, what the fuck was the barman doing? And then one of the boys who owns the place came in going, I know, and he's only after telling me he was chatting to your daughter last weekend, and I was like, what? I'm in the middle of what? I was like, I'm in fucking Crumlin. I was like, what, Manchester? I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, Michael, that was his name. Michael, where I want you. Just want to bring out the whole aggression of smashing the pint and use it as my daughter's. And what the fuck are you doing talking to my daughter? And where were you talking to her? Tiger Lilies, Noma. And I was like, what? And then she had been home last weekend. I was like, fucking, we just talking?
As long as he's only smashing glasses.
McCartney said something to that one day too, but and I was like, "Oh, you bastard!" It was. Yeah.
I'm gonna check me his back doors. I'm sorry. I couldn't resist it.
Mia,
I didn't mean
if
it.
you're listening,
I didn't mean it.
That's worse than the mattress topper he called you one time, right? I'm sorry, it is. Like she's upset about that.
I've been drinking with me. It doesn't count. She's not your daughter anymore. She's my friend.
She's very excited to hear we might be coming over to see her.
Yes. Stay tuned for that one. 2023. Dieter Yum's coming to Manchester. I can't do the voice.
No. But yes, so that was horrifically beautiful gig.
Yeah. Well, I had fun at Bellevue, but again, it was like, fuck, I'm working the night.
You know what I mean? Yeah, there's work. Yeah.
Like the daiquiri machine was going off at one point.
Right.
That sort of stuff's happening. At one point, somebody just ordered 3 shots.
So before the show had started on Friday night, I had said to the guys, like, I was like, over here in this, because in front of the stage was exactly the number of seats that were out.
Aye.
And over here was like a wee booth, and I was like, there's no need to put anybody there. We can just move tables away. So then the owner came in and said the other guy who's an owner has got friends with him. They're paying in. They're going to sit there. And I was like, oh, okay then, let's see. So then I come on stage, and because it's the owner and all the rest, he has 2 big platters of food out for the 6 people that are there with him. Right in my eyeline. I was like, if there's anything more distracting for a fat man at a fucking stand-up gig is 2 platters of beautiful fucking... I was like, oh,
what kind of food are you talking here?
You're talking garlic mushrooms, you're talking chicken goujons, you're talking... Like 2 big wooden fucking... I was like, look at that. And then I finished the gig, and they'd only had half of it. I was fucking...
That's when you're standing around going, I can't wait till everybody leaves this room. I'm just going to stand here pretending to take my mic stand down.
Well, they didn't even notice I had 3 fucking battered mushrooms in my pocket on the way past. Like, you know what I mean? But it was just disgusting.
No one get that looked at.
I did take them out. I'm just going to taste them. You know what I mean?
Just taste them. What? There was something. This is like the fucking scene from Jaws. Now you think yours was bad?
How does it?
There was a woman who videoed, I would say, about 10 minutes of my set with her flash on.
Oh.
And I was like, "Here, do you know your flash is on?" And she's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Do us a favor and stop recording it. You're 10 feet away from me." And I did the whole like, "What are you going to do with the video? You want to watch it back? You want to try and sell it? What are you going to do?" And I went, "Do us a favor and just stop recording me." And she went like this, "No." And just sat with her flash on like that.
I am now starting to realise that it's as important to have security as it is a sound guy.
Yeah.
And I don't mean security as in like going threatening people. I just mean a gentle tap on the shoulder
big
to go.
Black dude.
Why does it have to be black?
Because he can sneak up on people in the dark.
I'm not sitting up straight anymore.
Sorry, sorry. You misunderstand. When I said I meant a guy in black clothing. You know, bomber jacket.
A guy in black.
A guy in black. Sorry, I'm very tired after all the boxing. A black guy might be good too, because if a fight kicks off. But if a black guy, if there was a fight kick off, no, he could be there like black guy. Do you know what I mean? You know what it's like? If somebody gives cheek to a black dude in Northern Ireland, you can go, you're racist. Then they lose their job, and then they can't afford to go to a gig again.
Oh, my sweet fuck. You're such a wanker too.
I just like digging wee holes myself. It keeps me occupied.
Fucking Grand Canyon size fucking holes. That shit.
You just don't talk about my ex I got.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so we had a couple of rough gigs of the week. Then we had to go to work.
I had to go to work. And again, when I say rough,
fun.
Well, I wouldn't say fun. You know what I mean? My show was an hour dead on, and it took me an hour and 20. Yeah. And I forgot 2 bits. So there's about 25 minutes there of complete.
Do you know what the thing is?
Fire extinguisher moment.
This is the thing about it is that like I remember opening for Tommy Tiernan one time in Ballycastle, and he had a gig like that. So you're never exempt from it. Do you know what I mean? It's a.
But that's what I'm wondering about the security thing, and even the comedy club as well. We used to have it in dailies, and after Paddy been there the last time, I actually had to step in and put somebody out.
Aye.
Just so drunk they just could. They thought they were whispering. There was no malice in them.
Aye.
But they were just so far gone that there was nothing you could do about it.
Aye.
But I definitely do believe that security is as important now these days. And and sometimes all it takes is a wee tap on the shoulder to go, oh, by the way, fuck
we
up.
can hear you. Aye.
But if you do it again, you will have to leave, and then they probably won't do it again.
Just need to let you know that thing you just thought happened outside your head. Ain't it shit?
Oh, fuck! I got a lot of them on Friday too. Just random thoughts shout out by people. It was just so
it's
weird.
worse on a tour show because you're trying to fill an hour. If it's a 20, you can put a couple of fires out, it's dead on.
Yeah.
Someone else can jump on. They've had a fresh look at the room, so they can jump on that person.
Yeah.
Becomes a pylon. If it's an hour-long show, you do find yourself after the third sort of fucking interruption from one person.
Yeah.
You do want to be like, you should just leave.
Yeah, what's the point of being there? Yeah, I just don't get it, but can't wait to go back.
Yeah,
it's a fucking great room. If anybody's listening to the comedy, Crumlin Fiddlers in Crumlin has a lovely room, and it was all wee tables, wee candles, and all like proper comedy club vibe of it. Like, it's just
it can be again pub people drinking.
Maybe. Don't know.
I don't know. I might go down fucking.
It was great. It was.
It's about 10 minutes.
Do you know what the thing is? It kind of felt like almost like doing a podcast without you, sort of thing. It was like there's that familiarity with them because I do a bit about Mia, and then I happened to mention I was like, oh, my other daughter's called Ruby, and the fucking place erupted and clapped and roared, and I was like, oh, they're definitely all podcasting because I mentioned her name in a comedy club and nobody has a fucking clue, you know. But they were definitely podcast fans, so.
Told you to make you famous. Now get over here and suck daddy's G-Ga-Gackkkk. Folks, that's all the time I have. We're going to jump over on the Patreon now, answer some questions from our lovely Patreon. So if you're not on Patreon, pull your fucking finger out. Go to patreon.com/DeckChairandYums.
Yes.
There's bonus contact. You get 2 of my hour-long specials. You've got 1 of your specials. You've got the Just Rabbit on. You've got the quizzes we did during lockdown. Mm-hmm. You've got the audio recording of the live podcast.
Yes.
If you want to fucking hear 2 demented people talking to a room full of strangers. So
you get to ask us questions.
You get
all that sort of stuff.
You get all the stuff first. Anytime we bring merch out, which has been twice so far, you get the first dibs. But we're not doing much anymore because it was too much hassle for Connor, and I'm too lazy to order. We're going to do more. Just fucking say we are.
Okay, yeah, we will.
Doing more merch. There's 5 Christmas jumpers in 2019 if you want them.
Frame that t-shirt.
So yeah, thanks very much for listening. Tell your friends about the podcast. All the usual shit. Hands, face, space. That's still going.
Apple reviews.
5
stars on Spotify. Because people are listening. They it jumped up a right bit after last week, as we said about the 5-star review. So keep hitting that 5.
Keep hitting that
4 button doesn't work.
Keep hitting that 5-star review, guys. Yeah, thank you so much. All right, we'll see you next week.
Like and subscribe below.
Like and subscribe, guys. Yeah, all right. Bye.